I love using what God gave to me. It's so amazing. I can't explain it. Turning hope to reality. Touching your life with mine. Using the gift of my hands to create all I can.
Hello, everyone. I am Faith Godbold from A Touch of Faith. Thank you for watching the replay. Come on in. I am super excited to be back with you today as we create a bright and cheerful summer lantern bow. So as you're coming in, make sure you say something so I know you're here, whether you're watching us right now live or later on the replay. And I always look forward to seeing how far our broadcast is reaching. So if you don't mind, go ahead, let's drop those cities and states in the comments. And if this is your first time tuning in, make sure you comment the word new. And after this live broadcast is over, I will go back and invite you to become a part of our faith family. And finally, if you haven't done so, make sure you go ahead and like our page on Facebook. You can follow our page. Go ahead and turn on your live notifications right now. Just tap the screen and then click those three dots, turn on live notifications. And on YouTube, of course, you can exit out of this live chat. Let's go ahead and subscribe and like the video. You can even save it and come back and watch it again later. All right, I think that's it. So how are y'all doing? Let's head over to the comments and let's see who is here. Hey, Mom, how are you? So glad you're here. Donzelle is here. Hello, Donzelle. How are you? Hey, Dawn, how are you? So glad you are here over on YouTube. Thank you for being here. There's my Aunt Flo. How are you? And let's see, Jaco Haddad. I hope I said your name correctly. Welcome and hello. All right, we've got lots of people tuning in. Some are still joining us and commenting. So come on in. How is everyone doing today? I tell you what, I am trying to get caught up on all the orders. I've been working since I got home, making all the things, and I looked up and I said, you know what, let's go live while we're working on an order. So this is actually an order for a beautiful bow that just came in today. My bows are selling like hotcakes, y'all. So we're going to create this beautiful bow together, and I am so excited. It's going to Newcastle, Pennsylvania. So whoo-hoo. Shout out to Newcastle. Love, love, love that. So we're going to create a beautiful bow today. I'm going to grab one of my favorite ribbons. You've seen me use this one before. It has those beautiful pinks and greens. Let me zoom in so y'all can see that. Take a look at that gorgeous ribbon. Can y'all see the colors? It's in a beautiful stripe, like a varying stripe. So we have the light pink, the fuchsia pink, the lime green, and then there's a little bit of white separating those. So what do y'all think about the ribbon for today? So this is going to make our beautiful base. We're just doing one color today. So let's go ahead and get started. So how are y'all doing? Did y'all enjoy your weekend? I know I had a long weekend due to Memorial Day. Shout out to all of you who may have served in the military. Thank you so much. We honor you all. All right, we're going to make a beautiful bow that you can, of course, decorate on a lantern. And this is that gorgeous ribbon, y'all. Take a look. So if you love pink and green, this one is for you. I have lots of customers who actually love this one. So we're going to get started with the length of tail, and I'm just going to trim this little piece right here. We might be able to use that in just a minute as we get started. We've been getting a lot of rain here every day since the weekend, I think. It rained not long ago. It started thundering. But I will tell you, I'm thankful for the weather cooling off some. We were already reaching 90-degree weather, and I was not ready for that, y'all. I mean, we're making a summer bow, like a bow for summer, but I'm not ready for the summer temperature. What about you all? Like, give me some 70-degree weather. That's my favorite. And it looks like right now it's about 76 degrees because of the weather outdoors. All right, so we just have a length of tail here. This is going to be our beautiful ribbon tails that hang from our bow, just like so. And let's see if we can use some of this one that I cut. I might be able to get one. Don't know about two. Probably just one. Yeah, we got one. So at least we're not wasting it there. So what do y'all think about the ribbon? I know we have some pink lovers on the live. So if you love pink, comment the word pink. Pink is one of my favorite colors. And then as I got older, I started loving the variation of pink, like rose gold has become one of my favorite colors. Oh, I like that even better. 60 degrees. I hear you. Yep, 60 degrees is even better. You're right. Because that way you have a little bit of wiggle room, right, to work with. Hello there, HD Sanchez. Welcome, welcome. So glad to have you guys here. We're making another bow. If you were here Saturday, we made two beautiful bumblebee bows, and they turned out gorgeous. Yeah, 78 degrees. Okay, I like 78 in Ohio. That's good. Not ready for summer. Me either. So yeah, let's see if we're going to do a double feature. Oh, thank you for subscribing and liking. I appreciate that. So we did a double feature is what I'm calling it. Last time we made two bows. So if anyone wants this bow, comment the word pink. We can go ahead and get it made live. How about that? You can watch me make your bow live. To me, that's the best kind of live where you can see your products being created. I see lots of new viewers on, so thank y'all for being here. We definitely are working on our YouTube page, trying to get 2,000 subscribers. We're working on 1,200 right now. So each and every one of you hopping on and subscribing, that means the world to me. Thank you so much. So yeah, I had the heat press on earlier, making some end of the year teacher gifts for some principals. So yeah, we've been super, super busy. Oh, cyan is beautiful. I love that color. That'd be beautiful in a bow too. Picturing that. I love it. Probably have some of that in my ribbon room too, in Studio 2. Because I have so many ribbons. And those of you who have been here, you all have seen my ribbon collection. Raise your hand if you've seen my ribbon collection. All right, let's make two more of these. And I may be able to use my little strip, my little leftover piece at the end. So let's save that. So it's actually going to come in hand right now. So yeah, I've been making some gifts like for graduates, just doing some different things. I'm going to be making a fan next. This will be my first custom order for a fan. So I'm excited to see how this one turns out. You have to stay tuned. I will be sharing pictures. Yes, I have two because it is different. You're right. Different from the teal. All right, last time we were live, I showed you how you can slip your zip tie underneath. And I think I'm going to do it only because I need to get my, my wire. Oh yeah, Aunt Flo has seen it. She's seen it in person too. It's quite a collection, isn't it? All right, so that's the only reason I'm doing it this way, y'all, just to hold it since I started taking it off. All right, let's get some wire. And if you weren't here Sunday, you missed my beautiful sunflower wreath. I'll be showing it again. Hey, Miss Valerie. How are you? All right, so we're going to start lifting it up carefully, just like so. There we go. We've already fluffed it, but we're going to fluff it a little bit more when we're finished. Oh, we made that bow really fast, didn't we? Miss Valerie, I just mailed your bow today. Thank you again for your awesome order. So tonight's bow is this pink and green. And if you'd like to order this one, making it easy, comment the word pink. And you can place your order. And just like we did Saturday, we'll go ahead and get it made now while we are live. Okay. So let's go ahead and trim this down. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It could be watermelon colors too, couldn't it? I see that. All right. So it's already fluffed. And then we're just going to add one little piece to cover our center. So let's do that now. And then we're going to go ahead and get this one packed and ready to go. After this, I have to hop off of here and we're going to finish making ornaments. I just have to add the hangers to those. Let's trim this down just a little bit. Let's Mr. A Touch of Faith. We're having subs for dinner tonight. Had a taste for that. Usually I try not to cook dinner on the nights I have a live, although last Tuesday you all saw me make taco salad. So we turned it into a Taco Tuesday, didn't we? We sure did. Oh, y'all, I'm just knocking over everything. Hold on. My smoothie, y'all. I don't want to lose my smoothie. There's a little bit left. I think I wasted some. Hold on, let me get a napkin because I don't want to have to clean that up later. So yeah, we had Taco Tuesday, taco salad, and it was delicious. So if you missed that, you'll have to go back and catch it on the replay. I'm going to spray my trash can. Y'all like this little cleaner, the Mr. Clean? That's one of my favorites. And when you spray it, it just comes out in a continuous flow. So I'm just going to spray it down just a little. All right, I think it's good. I'm just going to wipe one more time. Y'all dry it off. All right, y'all. I think I got it all. That one, Dunzille, it had mixed fruit. So it was a combination of strawberry, pineapple, mango, and let me see what the peaches. That's what it was. And I put a little bit of vanilla yogurt in there, banana, just a little bit of spinach, and what else? Some flaxseed chia seeds, and a little bit of apple juice. So yeah, it was really good. And I think I've made it on a live before, and you're on YouTube, so you probably could find it. You go back on my channel and search smoothie. It should come up. Yeah, it is really good. I just had a taste for that today. So I made it after I got home. Although I'm going to have to get another straw now. But this is how much I have left right there. So it's really good. And I like smoothies when it starts like to change weather, like starts to get a little cooler. And I can drink them any time of the year, but something about like warmer weather makes me crave them. All right, so we still have a little piece of scrap left. So now I've got to get another straw because my straw fell out. So I just had a little bit left, but that was what I made when I got in. All right, so let me finish fluffing it out. And the good thing is I have tied this so securely that I can just pull these loops, separate them back again, and fluff it up the way that I want. Just like so. And then you can decorate and put this on a lantern inside your home, or if you have a porch and you need some porch decor, you could easily decorate your porch. In fact, I have a couple of customers who do that. Candlesticks is another option. You have the carriage lights outside. You can even put it on your mailbox. You can hang it on your door even. But look at there, y'all. Oh my goodness. Isn't that gorgeous? Hello, brother. How are you? And so there are our two tails right there. Amazing. Look at there. So there is our completed bow. Let me trim this tail down just a bit. That in. And I do teach bow making in my creative circle. So if you want nice and slow lessons, how to make bows, I teach all of that. And if you want my bow recipe, if you're on Facebook or YouTube, go ahead and comment bow recipe. My Facebook people, the automated system is already turned on, so you'll get it instantly. YouTube, I'll send it to you after the live is over. All right, but there we have it, y'all. So there's our bow. So let's go ahead and get it boxed up. At least prepare the box, y'all. I normally don't do that, but I want to go ahead so I can finish this order because I'll have to move on to the next order. Okay, so let me grab the order invoice. I have a box right here. I always like to sign my invoices. My customers always tell me they love how I personalize their invoices. So that makes me happy because I love doing it. What do y'all think? It's just going that extra little mile, right? And I love when I get a package in the mail. So especially if it's something handmade, that really makes my day. And these are all things that I learned over the years, and now I teach it in my business group. We have all sorts of business classes. I like to give my customers business cards so they can stay in touch. And if they want to order again, there's no guessing on how to order. So don't forget, if you want one of these bows, look at there. I mean, look at how it's holding its shape. Look at there. See that? This is a nice sturdy ribbon. I love it. Absolutely love it. But, oops, if you want one of these, just comment the word pink and you will get one of these for yourselves. We put all of our promotional material in our order. If you have any questions while I'm doing this, this is just going to help me wrap up this order, y'all. And then the mailman will come and get this one tomorrow. We just picked up 2 orders today. So we're keeping all the orders moving. All right. Hello, Robin is here. Welcome, welcome. Robin, is this your first time tuning in? Thank you for being here. We're packing up an order that we just did. All right, now let's go ahead and put our box together. So that means if you are joining us, just joining, you have to go back on the replay to see the box, or to see the bow rather. Hey Matt, how are you? I like to keep boxes of different sizes in stock because these are boxes I use a lot. Whenever I order, I want to be able to go ahead and mail my customer's order. So this one is an Etsy order, but we ship all across the USA. All right, so look at there, boxes put together. Now we have to make it feel a little special. So let's get some of our tissue paper. Hello, Toothless, how are you? Welcome. Thank y'all for coming on in. So y'all tell me, if you were opening this, would this make you feel the love from a touch of faith? And then Miss Valerie will be getting her order soon, and this is what I did for her order. So there we go. Let's drop the bow in, and what I love is, y'all, the bow, when I place it in the box, it is going to stay nice and fluff. Can y'all see that? So this is how the bow will arrive. So you can fluff it a little bit more if you feel like you want to. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. Let us know where y'all are tuning in from, especially our new people. Oh, thank you, Robin. You made my day. I have been making bows for quite some time. Takes a lot of practice, I would say. All right, are we going to make a second bow? Is anyone ordering? Anyone else need one of these bows? Oh, thank you. Wow, y'all are going to make our numbers look so good when we check in just a second. That's at least another person who has subscribed and liked. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. All right, so we put a little bit of branding on the outside. A little thank you for ordering. Look at there. All right, just to remind those who are coming in, there we go. This is the ribbon we use to make our bow. All right, let's go ahead and print our label. We're done with our tape. Normally I don't box it up, y'all, because I like to keep the bow to the end, but tonight we're going to box it. So that's what we're doing tonight. All right, let's go ahead and let's get our shipping label. I'll show you the scale that I use. Let me grab it. I've had this scale for many years now. This is the one that I use right here. And I love it because it allows me to go ahead and print off my orders right here. Okay, so let's weigh it. It's going to be under a pound. All right, where are we? Let's see. All right, and now, y'all, we are ready to buy the label. So I'm buying the label, and I'm going to go ahead and schedule the pickup. Oh, wow. I know, Toothless. Isn't that something? Hey there, Anise. I remember. How are you? Anise, we just made a bow from this ribbon. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That beautiful pink and green stripe. But I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for being here. Yeah, some people come on later, Toothless, and they watch the replay. So let's go ahead and request our pickup now. That way, this will make it in the mail tomorrow, and it will head to Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Then we'll print our shipping label. All right, y'all ready to print it? Let's print it. Let's print it. All right, we are printing. Let me change printers. All right, y'all, there it is coming out of the printer. I did pack it. Yes, I just finished. It's gorgeous too. But I'll make sure I come back and post a picture, even for my YouTube people. All right, let me put my scale away. And I think I need more paper. Hold on. Paper. Didn't feed. It was like it wanted to do a jammity jam. All right, and then look at there. There's our label. Isn't that cool? Oh, wow, your missing cat came home. Oh, I love it. You know what? I'm going to go grab this book, Anise, that one of my colleagues let me borrow because my cat was missing for a little bit, not 2 years, but praise God. I know that feeling, okay? Hold on. Let me grab this book for Anise, y'all. Hang tight. I'll be right back. Y'all keep chatting. Y'all, do we have time for story time? Because this is going to be a short live. And I promised my coworker I was going to read this book. I'm actually supposed to read it with my husband. We hadn't read it yet. So y'all tell me if you want story time. But let me show you. Yeah, it was not fun at all. But thank goodness he didn't stay gone long. But look, this book is called Cat, You Better Come Home. So if y'all want story time, let me know. I'm going to move this package. I'm going to put it right there. Let me put it down here. Donzel says, sure. Look, you never know what you're going to get at A Touch of Faith, right? And I promised her I was going to read it because I need to give her back her book. So if I read it now, then later I can say, Mr. A Touch of Faith, go watch my YouTube video. He just got home. So I can say, go watch the video. All right, y'all want to read it? All right, my brother says, okay. He's laughing. Anise says, let's go. All right, so it's called Cat, You Better Come Home. And for those who don't know, I used to be a teacher. I'm still an educator. I just don't teach students anymore, but I love reading aloud. Okay, here we go. It's by Garrison Keillor. All right. Now, I have not read this, so hopefully it's appropriate. My cat pleaded and my cat cried for me to open up the door and let her go outside. Then she sat on the lawn underneath a tree, pretending that she couldn't hear me. As I said, "Cat, you better come home. There's dogs in the dark waiting to attack, and cat hawks looking for a late night snack. So, cat, you better come home." And y'all, I was not expecting for it to jump right in, but we're pulling the cat already. We're trying to persuade the cat to come home. All right. And then I will show you the illustrations just like that. Puff looked away and tossed her head. "I may or may not come," she said. "I'm a cat who is deeply dissatisfied. I'll let you know when I decide." I said, "Cat, you better come home. I could close this door and lock the bolt, and you'd spend the night in the snow and cold. So, cat, you better come home." Wow, we learned something, didn't we? What is the cat's name? Look at that cat. Look at that face. Wonder why the cat is being indecisive. Let's see. She said, "I'd rather be a cat who meets a terrible fate than live with a man who can't appreciate that a cat is independent and a true highbrow and needs a little high class chow. I've seen the food that you feed your guests, the turkey and the tuna and the chicken breasts. And do you share it with your cat? No, sir. No way. Not even the liver pate." Okay, I love it. I'm just checking to see who's paying attention, Anise. And if you want to share what you learned on any of the pages, feel free. I know I can't help it. I'm testing your comprehension. Okay, we'll just read for fun. No questions. And I said, "Cat, you better come home. I'm not about to stand here and argue with a cat. What would the next door neighbors think of that? Cat, you better come home." "Well, I never," she said, and she turned in a huff. "You've seen the last of your dear cat, Puff." She left with a and a sardonic laugh, and she left for a year and a half. Anise, oh my. Almost as long as your cat was gone. Look at there. This cat is not playing around. No test, Auntie. Although that would be fun, wouldn't it? I felt so bad, full of guilt and shame. I walked around town calling her name. With a great big platter of Chateaubriand and an ounce of caviar in my hand. "Oh, cat, I wish you'd come home. Come home, old Puff. Come home to us. There's a lot of new benefits I'd like to discuss." "Oh, cat, please come home." Hey, Dawn. We're just reading this little book called Cat, You Better Come Home. So do you see how all of a sudden the narrator is changing now? At first it was like, "Cat, you better come home." And now it's, "Oh, cat, please come home." Yes, her name is Puff. I saw her 6 months later in a cat magazine. She was the she was the #1 TV cat food queen with a fat contract with a cat food firm, and her hair was done up in a perm. I could tell it was Puff even though she was wrapped in a white mink stole and her teeth were capped. She was lying on a beach in the south of Greece, and she changed her name to Clarice. Yes, this is a children's book. Look at there. She looks all fancy. You can't tell her anything. She's living that good life. In the story, it said she was voted cat of all cats by the Greeks. And it quoted a noted poet who said Clarice is a national treasure and centerpiece. And it said that she lived in a 10-room manse and ate fresh fish flown in from France. And that famous people visited her, and she spoke to them in a European purr. Oh, cat, you better come home. You're no queen. You're Puff. You're you. And your fans can't love you like your true friends do. Oh, cat, you better come home. Yep, Puff made it to the silver screen. That's right, fancy and rich. Okay, Dawn, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. So glad you made it back. Yep, cat wearing mink. She moved to a villa in Valenciennes and then to Copenhagen with the dog named Jens. She had rich clothes, she had rich friends, her entourage was just immense. Cooks and maids with long blonde braids, a big brass band for her parades, a string of minions to cringe and truckle, 2 comedians to make her chuckle. More of that good life. Look at there. Make sure my YouTube people can see it. A swimming instructor and a butler named Bruce, and a ballet coach and a German masseuse. Such luxuries, the vast expense. The thing she didn't have was common sense. Common sense isn't common. She gave away gifts like she was St. Nicholas. Her diamond bill was just ridiculous. Jens saw the bill and began to growl, and she dumped that dog for a great horned owl. Oh, cat, you better come home. You're a top cat now, and you're riding high. But they'll dump you in the river when the well runs dry. So, cat, you better come home. That's funny. She spent a gazillion dollars on a yacht built in the shape of a flower pot, and nobody told her that a pot won't float. So she sailed from Copenhagen with her owl dream boat. And the champagne popped, and the music played, and the people clapped on the promenade. And the boat went bloop, and the owl cried, "Who?" And Puff cried, "No!" And the owl flew. As the boat sank, blub, 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 blubs, and the cat went down in the water abyss. Uh-oh. I know, right? Cat just needs to go home. Yep, it is a great little story. Everyone stood by the waterside and watched the bubbles and softly cried, "Oh, darling cat, oh, angel flower." And a team of divers dove for an hour. And when it got too sad to watch them, they hung out a sign, "Requiescat pestem," and went to a feast a la Café Triste, assuming the beast was at least deceased. And that was the last I heard until early one morning when the house was still. Came a scratch, scratch, scratch from the windowsill. And there with her nose pressed against the pane, birds in her fur and drenched from the rain, With tears in her ears and big puffy eyelids stood a former top cat who had hit the skids. She limped along on a homemade crutch. She could barely stand, she weighed so much, approximately 93 pounds. Oh my goodness. Look at there. No wonder her tail dragged on the ground and her tongue hung out on her double chin. She looked like something that the cat dragged in. Big dark pouches underneath her eyes. She cried, "It's me, surprise! Oh, cat, I'm glad you came home. No need to explain, my old cat friend. I'm just glad to have you back again. Yes, cat, I'm so glad you came home." That cat looks a little rough. Whew. I picked her up, my old fur sack. She cried, "Easy, Jack, take it easy on my back. I've got bad back problems and I'm not too swift. On account of the rich, rich life I've lived, I'm going to give up gravy and goldfish pies, rag out of robin thighs, guppy fries and frog fillet, mouse morsels served flambe, white rats and chocolate sauce, soup a la collie paws, chahuas and cheddar cheese, chuck roast of chickadees. And one more thing, I know it well, a cat should never drink muscatel." I think so, Anise. It's hilarious. Yeah, rough. That is right. Worn out. She went on a high fiber diet at once and was her old self in about 2 months. With a spring in her step and a gleam in her eye, she'd hop to the windowsill, sit there and sigh. If other cats could only know to hang their hats on the status quo and make the best of what they've got and be who they are, and be who you are and not what you're not. For the very worst thing that a cat can do is to make all its dreams come true. I know, poor little cat. Poor cat. So, cats, you better come home. You can seek your fortune, but nevertheless, remember your name and your address because someday you'll need to come home. And there's the end. Look at there, all the cats. I guess they're all coming back. So, Anise, we dedicate that to you and your cat who came back after 2 years. Wow. So I had no idea I was going to read that, but I brought this back home because my coworker, she had let me borrow it and I remembered I hadn't read it. So y'all, did y'all enjoy our read aloud, our story time? So I'm sure if you want this, you can pick it up on Amazon. They have everything out there, right? So all the cats out there, you heard me reading this story. Don't go anywhere. Just stay home. All right, y'all, that was so fun. Thank you for letting me do that. We might have to do that from time to time. I have other stories that I used to read, though, when I was a teacher, and my students always enjoyed them, like Stinky Cheese Man. That was one of my favorites. I did have a chance to read one of my favorite chapter books this year, Friendle, to a 3rd grade class, and then I even followed up with a sequel called Friendle Files. So, yes. I love it. Thank y'all so much. Look at there. You just learn all sorts of things about faith when you come on these lives. All right. Are y'all ready to check our stats? Because we know we have at least 2 new subscribers. So let me pull it up and let's see where we are for today. Let's head over to YouTube. Oh, yeah, it's looking good. Oh, wow. Your cat came back and still wants the fancy feast. Now, I love it. You gotta love it. All right, let me look. And remember, I said we're working on our 1,200 subscribers. So, y'all, let's do a drum roll. Let's see where we are today. All right. And it looks like we have 1,000 1,162 subscribers. Y'all, can we clap? That is amazing. Thank you so very much to each and every one of you who just subscribed, who just joined our channel. I am so ecstatic to have each and every one of you, and I'm honored that you would just become a part of our faith family. We do go live every Tuesday and Saturday, 5:30 Eastern time, and we create all sorts of beautiful handmade decor and so much more. So you'll have to stick around because you never know what we might do here at A Touch of Faith. So yay! All right, so you'll have to go back on the replay, check out the bow that we created with this gorgeous ribbon. Remember, if anyone wants a bow, comment the word pink, and I'll go ahead and get that bow made for you while I'm working on orders. I'll be finishing up. I have some ornaments to make for a principal, some grad fans to make for a graduate, couple of wreaths I'm going to be making. So yeah, I'm just keeping up with all the orders. So as your orders come in, they're in my order queue, which is right over here. So you'll have to stay tuned to see what we make next. Oh, let me show y'all in person the wreath that we made Sunday because it is gorgeous. All right, hang on. This will be the last thing we do. Let me move this out of the way. That order. And if you haven't seen this yet, this is the tutorial from Sunday's Creative Circle. So y'all take a look at this gorgeous beauty. This is my Hello Sunshine sunflower wreath. Perfect for this time of year as we're transitioning now to our warmer weather. And I think this might be my favorite sunflower. I've made a lot of them, but y'all take a look. What do you think? This is our latest wreath that we're adding to the shop. And I did teach this in the Creative Circle. So if you want to learn how to make this, just comment the word learn. I'll send you some information on how you can join us in the circle. We meet every Sunday at 4:30 Eastern time. I have well over 200 tutorials. And once you join, you have access to all of those tutorials. So yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So this is a 22-inch wreath. It should fit on a door that has a storm door in front. It's flat enough to where it can. So yeah, that is our beautiful wreath from Sunday. So if you're in the circle, make sure you check out that tutorial. I love it, y'all. It was so much fun to make. All right, what else before we head out for today? I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for all the love on my sunflower wreath. Thank you for all the love on the bow, the read aloud, the book that we read, our subscriber count. I'm just so thankful for each and every one of you, and I'm blessed to have you as a part of our faith family. All right, I think that is it. So we'll be back Thursday for my business students. So if you're in the business group, get ready for another exciting class at 5 o'clock. We're wrapping up our lessons for May, and then we'll be starting our content for June. And then I will see you all back on Saturday at 5:30 Eastern time. All right, anything else? I'll wait just a moment before we head out. See if anyone else has anything. Yay, I look forward to that, Anise. Thank you. And thank you, Dawn, and everyone else, all the newbies. I appreciate you all, okay? All right. Well, don't forget, y'all, go look for something good. Guess what? Because when you find it, you know you have found God. And remember, God's got me, God's got you, and we've got this. Have an amazing rest of your night, and I will see you all back very soon. I'll post a picture of that bow for YouTube as well, okay? So, love you so much. Good night, everyone.